All right. We are live. Yes. And hello and welcome to another week of
Seeing is believing
Seeing is
with
Believing.
the newly minted Spectigals, formerly known
I
as the
thought it was,
Spexy Sisters, or maybe both. We'll see how it goes.
we'll see how it goes. We're still working on that. But Seeing is Believing is really what we're doing tonight. We're Seeing is Believing. Want to welcome everybody. I just want to check in and make sure that I'm public on Facebook because that's always a challenge for me. But you guys know what we go through here. So just want to check in. I guess first, how's your week been, sis? It's weird because the last two episodes, I've actually been there with you,
Yeah, now
and
we are once
so
again
it's kind of
separated.
weird. Well,
How is
can you
my
really
week?
tell who's separate and who's
Hmm. So
not?
today,
You said what?
today's my first week back at work. Like, where you have to occasionally go to an office and engage with people. So, yeah,
Right.
that's what I was doing today, trying to get back into the habit of looking for glasses that are not too much. Because when you're on vacation, you wear whatever. Or when you're a free person, free to stand up and choose however you want to move in this world, you wear whatever. When you have to go to the office, you wear something that is enough, but not too much. At least that's the kind of office that I sometimes work in. So that's how my
Fair
week
enough. Fair
so
enough.
that explains the glasses that I'm wearing today, which are something enough to be like not ordinary, but at the same time not all top of top like I sometimes can get.
I mean, they're not. I wouldn't call those conservative. I'm going to be bending out of the frame a lot because I'm just grabbing my bev.
Oh,
I
yeah, go
wouldn't call
ahead.
those I wouldn't call those conservative. I mean, in terms of shape, they're not. They're absolutely not conservative.
No. And I like them, because they're metal and they have a little design around the outside. They're big, but they're like middle-aged hip hop. I love these glasses, but whenever I choose glasses, they've either got to be giving in color or giving in shape. And when I'm on holiday,
Okay,
I give
okay,
them both.
wait. Just stop the presses. You cannot be using my. You can't take my term. You can't bogart my term.
I wasn't trying to bogart. I
You
was
can't
trying to
just.
translate because I thought if I wasn't saying giving, maybe you wouldn't understand what I was talking about. So I was trying to be bilingual with it. I was trying
Okay,
to help
well,
you
yes, it's giving. It's giving. It's giving. That's a full sentence. It
Okay,
is
and
giving.
is the hand also have to do that? Like, is it punctuation?
Yes, the
It's
hand has
giving,
to.
it's
The
giving.
hand has to be giving. Yes,
Mm.
yes. So I today I'm sporting, since we were talking about glasses and entertainment, I figured I'd just like kind of pop out. Like, I will say this, these glasses have definitely redeemed themselves because I remember when I first added these to my collection and you
And
were
I
like,
said they were
no,
ridiculous.
you thought they were ridiculous. You
Yes.
said those are absolutely ridiculous. You and your little best friend were like, oh, you're gonna be like Mrs. Kwanzaa and make it all fun about my little glasses.
Maybe
And you
it
know
was
what?
the outfit you had on because you were looking kind of you were bringing some kind of I'm a mall walker energy, like that
I
kind
mean,
of
was it the shape? But it's, I mean, the red, black, and green. I mean, you know what they say. This goes out to the red, the black, and the green. So
with a
had to
key.
represent tonight. What?
With a key? Like, if you
With
don't
a
say with
key.
a key, do you even have the album?
Uh
Do
the
your
album
homework, young ones.
is that a thing still? An album?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
I think I was hip to that before you were, but we won't go there. We're not gonna go down hip hop lane
No,
because
we're
I
not
did
going
take
down hip-hop
I
lane.
did take a market detour when I went off into Frank Sinatra land for a second. And when I came back to hip hop, I didn't even recognize it. But
Mm.
hey, that's how it is. So I want to welcome everyone tonight to our weekly. We try to be weekly. I, for myself, am the sister who is consistently inconsistent, so you can expect that from me. And then there's you, who's you said right before we started this that you'd rather be on time than
Look good.
look good,
Yeah.
but
And
you're
I
doing
think you
both.
can tell that just by looking at me. Yeah, I'd rather be on time than
That's right. So tonight in the house we have, I see DeAndre's checking in, I see DB's checking in, I see Vanessa's checking in.
Hey,
So I want to just say
Cosmo.
hi to everyone. Hey everyone.
Oh, and I
You
hope
know,
everyone's having a beverage tonight.
right. What are you sipping on? What you
Well, I just want to
what
send a shout out to all the people who are celebrating damp January because we don't go so harsh as to do dry January because it might be a little bit too much and then you come back binging on alcohol in February. So even if you're doing January, some of us are just doing it a little damp, taking it back. So I'm having a lovely sparkling spring water in a glass. Because sometimes the whole experience of drinking alcohol, like, you know what? I like a glass of wine as much as the next person, but sometimes when you put it in a glass, it's almost as satisfying. So
It
this is
is.
very
It is.
refreshing, and I feel very sophisticated. So hashtag damp January. Shout out to everybody who's trying to scale it back, and I
Well,
support that.
I'm boring tonight. I'm so boring tonight because of course, you know, I I feel like it's so wet out there. I didn't want to be damp. I just didn't want to be damp. I'm tired of being damp and moist, all that.
I
I mean,
was
I'm not
damp anyways because I just had to come in out of the rain. So yeah.
I didn't leave the house. I just didn't.
Oh,
But
you're so
tonight
lucky.
in my cup, because I'm going with the red, the black, and the green, I went with my green cup. And actually, this cup says the Heart of Detroit study, right?
Okay.
Because it's a Wayne State study. Because when you get to be my age, you got to check on the old ticker. You got to check on the ticker. You got to make sure it's ticking. You got to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm part of, I checked into this study. They sent me this mug. I'm supposed to follow up with them because when I went to do the study, I was too young. I had to be 55. And so now I'm old enough. And so I will be keeping up on the ticker. So I have hot water in here.
Wow. What a thrill.
Hot water.
Yes.
Hot water. That is a total and complete opposite of what you're drinking tonight and what you're drinking it out of. So cheers. Um,
Cheers.
what are you guys drinking? If you're drinking
Oh,
something, if you have a
DeAndre.
beverage,
DeAndre has milk with a glass of cake. Keisha Gray.
he has milk with a glass of cake.
It literally, okay, I thought that was me for a second. I'm like, yeah, it does say milk with a glass of cake. Hey, I like my cake in a glass too.
You
I'm
know,
not
my thing, I met DeAndre over cake. I mean, that's our history. That's our shared history. Helen's drinking tea. What kind of tea you got in there, Helen? And what are you drinking, DB? And what are you drinking, Vanessa? If you're drinking something, drink. Tell us what you're drinking in the comments because it's good to take care of yourself. And what better way than to have something good that feels
well,
good, right?
we're going to have such
Sweet
an
wine
exciting
tastes so
show.
good.
Such an exciting show tonight. But I think while we're talking about green, boring tea, maybe we should be talking about where people can get their tea on next week.
Oh, get their tea on.
Wednesday.
Okay, so
Yes.
we have some upcoming things coming up this week. Why don't we start with what you got going on? And so, I'm Miss Technology. How do I do that? Oh, there you go.
Okay, so if
So
we're
tell us
talking
about
about
this,
tea, this is not next week, but this is the next of the next week, right? So
right?
here in Toronto on Sunday, the 21st of January, 2024, this is our first Cups and Glasses event for 2024. We're going to be having Sunday tea, as in, what's in
Ooh,
your cup as you look at some fresh glasses. So it's our Sunday tea shopping and social, where you can enjoy a hot drink and snacks while you try fly frames, visit our vendors, and hang out with fun folks, myself included. I'll be your host, NOJ Ozjam, and it's going to be great. Tickets are only $10, and the $10 covers your coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, as well as a pastry. So it's really just covering you having something to eat as you shop and socialize. Laughs will be on the menu. We're going to have a great time, and this is in Toronto. in Scarborough. You can find more information about it at cupsandglasses.ca.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting. You can't pay for good laughter. I mean, there is no price tag for that. I mean, I know the folks that are going to show up to that are just going to be having a great time. So yeah, that looks good. So Sunday, January 21st, 2024 in Toronto.
Yes, in
All right.
Scarborough.
In Scarborough.
Yes,
That's where I'm from.
yes.
Born and raised, born and raised. All right. Well, I wasn't born in Scarborough, but that's
I
another
didn't want
story.
to be the one to point it out, but while you're correcting things, you weren't. But we've been here so long that you might as well say.
I mean, I'm from Scarborough 45 years. So I'm basically,
Yeah.
I'm a Scarborough girl at heart.
Yes.
So what I have coming up, uh, hey, it's
Hey,
coffee, tea, frames, and me. Thanks for coming up with that tagline. I kind of like it.
thank you.
So every Wednesday from 2 to 5 at Rosa's, which is a West Side coffee shop, I will be there at the coffee shop with my frames, sitting down, enjoying tea. You come in, I'll buy your first cup is on me, and you can look at frames and you can actually purchase frames. And we are so excited to be. I went in that coffee shop last week. I mean, it's my second time in there. It is a Black owned, woman owned spot in Rosedale Park, Grandma Rosedale Park. It is so beautiful. So come through, sit, chat with me, check out frames, kick it. We can talk about anything, but I'll be there. And I'll be there every Wednesday. So from 2 to 5 till the shop closes, I'll be sitting there. I might be working. So I'd love to see you there. There's no cost, just show up. And there's parking out front. And what else am I missing? Did I miss anything else?
No, you had me at Black owned, woman owned, because that's what I'm about in 2024. We definitely have to elevate our businesses and just keep them thriving. So, yeah, if I have to have coffee, tea, frames, anything, hot chocolate, chai lattes, or whatever, if I can have it
Oh,
at a Black owned spot, I'm having it at a Black owned spot.
that's right. And they have like amazing pastries and it's just decadent in there. It's just so beautiful in there. I cannot wait for you at Rosa. So I'll be there tomorrow. Come in 2 to 5. See me there. I'll have frames. We can kick it. I can't wait to see you.
Right.
So coffee, tea, frames, and me tomorrow every Wednesday in January. Every Wednesday in January because things are about to change in February.
2 to 5
So
p.m.
2 to 5. And it's funny because I'm wearing the same thing that I'm wearing now in that picture. That's funny. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that is funny. Your hair looks different. And I think the shirt is different, but same color, which is, yeah, that's funny.
I love red. I love red. Red is like, ooh, all right. So tonight, our show, I mean, I love how our brains work because they're so very different, but I really have always been fascinated by the ways that I'm inspired by the folks that, I mean, we consume television that I see on television. And so tonight we're talking about a few people who have they have a look. They're in music. We've got music, TV, animation. We got the bases covered tonight. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. I think focusing on glasses in popular culture is interesting because as a child, I liked to see people on TV wearing glasses. I wore glasses from a very young age, so it's kind of representation. The people who wore glasses on TV typically were, stereotypically smart. So I felt like I was also smart. But if they were fashionable too, even better. Even better. So
Yeah, and I think that there is a bias, right? There's this bias about being, if you wear glasses on TV, you're nerdy, you're smart.
yeah,
And that bias plays into real life, like how we perceive people who wear glasses. And so what we find now is that people actually, if they want to appear, not correct their vision, but if they want to appear like characters that we see on TV, they might put on a pair of glasses just to kick it. Hey Stephanie, what's
hey,
up? And it's funny, right? When we talk about, because Stephanie just came on the talk, when we talk about glasses and pop culture, Stephanie's a librarian.
oh, It's one of
Right?
my favorite people, not just
I
because
mean,
I look like one, but
you do
yeah,
look like a librarian. Stephanie, I don't know if she looks like a she's really she doesn't look the nerdy part, but she's a
librarian chic
librarian and
is
that's so
a thing,
fun.
though. Librarian chic is definitely a thing.
Librarian chic, right? So she's got that together, and sexy librarian. You got get your guy, reel him in. Yeah, reel him
I
in.
don't even know that
Yeah,
guy.
real. You don't know that guy, reel him in.
Don't even know
So
him.
so tonight I'm excited that when we were putting the research together for this show, it was so hard to narrow it down.
Oh, because
It
there were
was so
so many people that we could pick. Like who
oh my
are some
gosh.
superstars in the world of glasses? Who are the superstars? So
Right.
we had to narrow it down, but it just means that we're gonna have to do this more than once because there are so many people that we want to feature.
So many people.
So,
So
what we're doing tonight, we're going to be showing you who these superstars are. But in between the superstars, once we see one superstar, we're going to show you some of our picks that are either similar or we believe complementary to that person. Some of these frames are in stock for sale and some of them are in collection for appreciation. So, say the word in the comments. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you want. Let us know what you would like to see on some of these icons.
absolutely. So can I give a clue?
A clue.
Yeah, for our first one.
Okay.
Little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two American kids growing up in the heartland.
Can I just say that did not help me at all?
It didn't help you?
No, I'd like, what? Okay, what 1980? Okay. All right, sure. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, fine, fine. So we are going to let's see how this works. We are
Not
going
that.
to pop her on. There we go. Marseille Martin, and she plays the character of Diane on
Oh,
Blackish.
okay. So you'd have to let's start the video right at the beginning so that we can see some of her other looks.
All right, so here we go.
Nice.
So that's Marseille Martin. What I love about her is how she's basically grown up on we've watched her grow up. Like we've really watched her grow up. She's an actress, she's a producer. Um, but seeing her really take charge of her style has been really, really nice to
And
watch.
what I like about her is, I mean, I would have loved somebody like this on TV when I was a little kid because she's gone from kid to adult and always rocked her glasses, always built her style around her glasses. And you'll notice that a lot of her looks are very neutral. The glasses themselves, she loves the clears, she loves the champagne type of colors, but she still builds excitement around it with her hair, with her clothes. Even her makeup is neutral, but yet the whole look still just really pops.
Right. And she so reminds me of, like a lot of times I'm always pushing people to go bold and go big with color and shape. But a lot of times you don't. You can play it simple. You can play it simple and still rock the look. And
Yeah,
she slays every look. Even this pair right here, so basic, but
so
so
basic.
like she's got a neutral gloss. It rocks. And the dimples, Stephanie
Yes,
says
it is
the
the
dimples.
dimples.
The dimples are, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
she's got a
money
game.
can't buy dimples like that. You got to be blessed, and she's blessed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
So
let's take it down and see, what do you have? What do you have that you would say is a good pick for Masai or for some or Marsai or somebody who wants to get the same look?
okay, so I was inspired by her first look that we saw on the screen. So I went with this. It's a blush pair,
Oh, nice.
very nice, very neutral. And so you have it's not a harsh pink. It's a pink, but it's blush. So I see somebody rocking these like if you were going out for an evening, you had um, a neutral flesh tone gown, and you just wanted to to play up the gown but play down the look, this would be
Okay.
a good look for that. I love the gold accents. I love how it sits on the bridge. This is a really, really classic pair, and it inspired. I'm inspired by her first look that we had in the set there. I'd be
Very
interested to see
nice.
what you pick.
Well, I have a pair of champagne cat eye here. Also, I was inspired by the matte look of her second and third pair of glasses, where it's not shiny, it's not quite clear, but it's clearish. And I like these cat eye because they come bold with some blue tortoise at the side. So I felt that these would also be a good look
Oh, I
because
like those.
yes, they're very they have a very bold shape, but
Hmm.
a very neutral color. I wish they came with dimples.
I wish they came with dimples, right? You can't, but you know what? They slay anyway, and they also when you do that up top, you also the orange pops on your shirt, like it makes your clothes stand out more, you know, and you can have a
True.
neutral lip, right?
Very
So
true.
heartbreaker for from the lip bar would slay with any of these frames, by the way, because I always got to shout out my lip bar, right?
Always got to
Um,
shout out. Yes,
so
Helen appreciates a good cat eye. Do you have any other recommendations for
I
Marseille?
absolutely do. I absolutely do. If I'm looking at Marseille, I'm sorry, I keep going off because I've got to pull them. But um, let me. I personally don't. I love the shape, but Marseille slays a beautiful clear.
Ooh, I
So
like those.
these are a
A chunky
square
clear.
cat eye. That's right, a square cat eye clear. And I love how they fit. I love the look of them. They're a very solid frame. I love that again, the shape is bold, but the color, you have to come looking for it. It's like I see you. I see you,
Yeah, and you could
right?
do that with any lip.
Right. And this is nice. It's because it's just really it's I would say it's a neutral frame because it's clear, right? And I tend to shy away from clear because my hair is white and clear just really doesn't make it pop. But tonight, this is really giving. This is really giving.
Yeah, it's giving. Your boy is over there rolling his eyes at me right now because of the giving.
The giving.
Yes. Well, I see your clear, and I'll match your clear with a clear pair that I have here. I like these clear, which is to say a lot because
Mhm.
I am not a lover of clear, but teenagers love clear. And my daughter, I should call her the champion of clear because she's always telling me that everybody can rock a good clear. And these clear are clear with a pop of lavender along the
Ooh.
side in the iridescent lavender kind of in the corner. And a funny thing about these is that they're so unisex that I even know one dapper gentleman who also wears these clear pairs. So these can be a good fit for anybody. They're kind of a
Absolutely.
squarish kind of butterfly look, very comfortable.
Those look nice on. They look nice on. So I again, you know, like a lot of people think it's glasses or contacts. You could actually get away with correcting your vision and you're barely there. It's like
Barely.
you're barely there. So I see you correcting your vision, but then again I don't. So um it's very kind of low key. So I
Yeah.
love that. So we have some comments here. Stephanie says, no wonder why every time I see Kija, albeit in person or social media, she has on dope funky specs, and you can too. And she talked about the dimples, and she must have loved that second pair you had on. Ooh, NOJ. And Helen loves the cat eye. And hey, Janice, good to see you, fam. Good to
Hey,
see
I
you.
see Janice. Janice knows how to rock a pair of glasses too.
Oh, yeah.
Her sunglasses in the summer, I'm just like,
Oh
oh,
my
I'm
God,
so
to
jealous.
die for. Her frame,
Jealous.
her sunglasses are to die for.
Yeah, she is
Addison Janice,
hashtag
you're a pair.
goals when it comes to style. Her sister Addis. Shout
Absolutely.
out to both.
Absolutely. So we did two pairs for them. Do you have anything else on Masai?
Nope. Nope. I'm
Okay.
good for that. Who's our next icon?
Okay, let me get my singing voice
Oh,
together.
please give me a better clue than the first one you gave because I was like I didn't make the connection, but now I see what you were going for.
I gotta start rocking first. I talk that, you talk back, buy you a drink. Ooh, I'ma take you home with me.
Wow, can I just say that you need the auto tune? He didn't, but you do.
So you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Bring it on.
First of all, okay, first of all, can I just tell you,
Bam.
baby,
Look at that.
baby, baby,
Now, you know
look,
how many guys are always like, oh, they want to go neutral. T-Pain don't do neutral. He's
T-Pain
like,
don't do neutral.
it's all
When
there.
I tell you, this guy, all the looks
Look at him.
and
He
the
knows what
melody.
time it is when it comes to these frames. That's why he's looking
Exactly.
at his watch. He
That's why
knows
he's
the
looking at
time.
his watch. That's
Mhm.
right. I mean, when it comes to T-Pain, I mean, three shots were not enough. I mean, I had sunglasses, he had white, he had the metallics, he had the color. He is
Yeah,
not
the
afraid of
red. He's
color.
got an amazing pair of red. It's like everything he puts on, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, like
Yeah,
these, ooh, those blue,
he brings it.
definitely a look. And so yeah, T-Pain had to make the cut for tonight's show because he knows how to show up. And the other thing is that when you're a melanated man, sometimes you want to like shy away from color, play it down. Not him. Not him.
Mhm.
Definitely not him.
And
So T-Pain for the wins.
similar to our first icon, similar to Marseille, he also came into the game with a very young look that he
Yeah,
has elevated to a more mature look. But he's been
absolutely.
consistent in that his look is his look. He's not trying to go corporate. He's just trying to do him, and it looks really good on him.
He's got confidence. He's
Yes,
rocking those frames, all of them with confidence. I'm sorry, I got to go back to these blue ones because
yeah,
baby,
baby.
baby. Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay. I think I just had a bit of a hot flash there. Ooh, Lord. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. I'm good.
okay.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
I'm all right. So why don't you start this time?
All right. So my first pair are for people who are looking to achieve the T-Pain look. So I was really appreciating that look that he had with the blue square in the first one. So I
Ooh,
brought these babies. They're not as blue, but they're ombre. So they're a kind of clear blue and green to the bottom.
nice, nice.
The shape is similar and the fit is really good all the way through. They're a great unisex pair, but the gentlemen love them. So I would just rock these like this. They're kind of a brow line square.
I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look good. Those look good on you as well. So they're very unisex because we get that a lot. Hey, I know you do this. I know you curate frames, but do you have frames for men? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we have frames. We have
For
gendered,
everyone.
yeah,
Yes.
for everyone. So
I hope when
those
a man sees me in these frames, he go buy me a drink.
ooh,
But he can't take me home with him though. But he can take these glasses. You can take these home with you. And you don't even have much money. You don't need to have much money in the bank because these frames are very affordable. Very, very
very.
affordable.
All right, so I'm going to riff off of T-Pain's second look that was in the second slide, and I'm going to go with an aviator, a
Ooh,
metal and tortoise aviator.
those are nice.
So it's a bit of tortoise here, right?
Mhm.
And then you've got the metal. So I love when we mix mediums, when you're
Yeah.
mixing metals and you mix the acetate with the metal, because it gives so much dimension to the frame. And so this pair has tortoise on the arms and the metal just it jumps out at you. And it's a muted gold.
Okay.
It's not like shiny
Get a little
gold.
closer. Get a little closer. Is that a pop of tortoise in the middle?
Right there. Yeah, baby. And
Nice.
the tortoise runs all over the rim. So it's giving dimension. These are, and they fit well, they're lightweight, the arms are tortoise. So it's the perfect complement between tortoise and gold. And so, and I got my We the North shirt on, so it pops that gold, baby.
Okay.
Gold.
I
So
think
that's what I'm
T-Pain
going
would
with.
approve. Definitely
Thank you.
would approve.
Appreciate that.
Well, I have a second option, which also builds off the second look with the aviators. And I brought out this, it's
Ooh.
kind of a reverse of what you had, where we have an orangey tortoise around the outside with the gold in the middle and clear on the sides.
Okay.
I
I
love
love
these.
that.
They've got a very comfortable brim. I have these in my personal collection,
Oh yeah,
full
that's
in the
slay.
nose.
The slayage is real. The slayage is real. The
Yeah,
slayage is real.
this is my summer pick because I think that every summer I'm always looking for a pair of glasses that's just completely different. And I liked these a lot. These are also transition sunglasses. So when I go outside in the sun, they get a nice dark amber and it's really very convenient. This is a very exciting time in glasses, I think, just because everything has become so accessible. There was a time when somebody with a strong prescription like mine could not really get these types of glasses with these types of features, but now, baby, we can have it all. So I should also mention that if you're in the Greater Toronto area or in the Greater
Or
Detroit area,
Detroit.
yes,
Thank
Cups and Glasses, Openly Gray Life, we can get your prescriptions filled for you at a lower price than what you'll find in most stores, and we can hook you up. We've got it. We've got sunglasses prescription, we've got progressive, we got single vision, we got blue light protection. We got it. So if you want to know about it, reach out to us and let us walk you through the process and the pricing structure if you want to get the hookup. Holler.
Holler.
If you
All
hear
right.
me,
So is that your second pair?
second pair for T-Pain.
Okay, second pair for T-Pain. I love
Do
those
you
on
have
you.
a third pair?
I have a second pair for T because you
You have a
started
second
it.
pair. Right,
I
right.
have
I
a
think
second
this
pair.
time.
So staying in what I talked about, which was the fact that melanated people don't mind playing with color. I'm gonna stick. I mean, I love the aviator on him, but I need color, and so I'm going with this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
neon. It's basically square. It's a neon. It pops. This
So
pops. I
amazing.
love these frames. Can I just tell you right now? I love these frames. They're bold. The green pops. It's a lime.
Afua
I
is holler ring. Holla ring.
Woo!
Those
These
are
frames
sweet.
right here, baby.
Can I see the sides
Okay,
again? Let me see the sides.
absolutely. So these are a black arm,
Okay.
and the detail is right here. So you've got a lime green, like a neon green, that's outlined by black. So the black is accentuated on these frames. And let me step back a little because people will see you coming. These frames right here, people see you coming. You will get noticed.
Your boy is green with envy.
Oh, what can I
Yeah, you know
say?
what's
What can I
interesting
say?
about these? What's really interesting is that they don't match anything that you have on, but they don't have
Nothing.
to. They
They don't
don't have
have
to.
to. They don't have to.
Those are a
Sometimes you're
nice
like really
statement.
matchy
Those
matchy.
glasses make a
These
statement.
They're a statement pair of glasses. They're not quite aviator. They're square. They're solid. They're a solid pair of frames. And they're what I call gender free because I would rock these, but I could see a brother rocking these as well. I could see a person rocking these. Anybody can rock these, and the
Mm.
slayage is real. So
I'm
this is
sure
my
second pair for T-Pain.
these are my
Now,
second pair.
that's your second pair. Do you have a third pair for T-Pain?
I I could make it work. I mean, I could make
Because
it
I
work.
do. I'm just saying, I do.
I could make it work. I could make it work, even though this was like my pièce de résistance. Go
No, that's
ahead,
really
go
good.
ahead.
Okay, well, for my third pair, I decided
For your
to
T-Pain.
I'm going to dial it down a little bit for T-Pain because, you know, the issue is that sometimes people are like, I like the T-Pain look, but I just don't want all of that color. Like it's a little bit too much. Like some people can take the shape, but not the color. Some people can take the color, it's not the shape. Some people take both. So I thought that this pair would be a good pair because, again, my daughter says that everybody can and should rock a clear. So this is a good unisex clear that I believe the brothers will love. The it's clear in the front and then it's tortoise on the side, but the arms are rounded. I don't know if I can really give you that detail, but
Oh, I like that.
it
Yeah.
feels like a straw. So they're not flat, they're rounded, and it has the same kind of outward facing detail here at the sides, like what you had in the green pair, but you can see the square is rounder. And it has a
Okay.
very good grip for the nose, very comfortable, and it's thinner at the ends of the arms because I know one thing that can be very bothersome is when it's thick and it hurts behind your ears.
Oh
These are
my
very
God.
comfortable.
Those are nice. Those are nice. They're actually giving Buffs energy. They ain't Buffs, but the shape, they're giving Buffs energy.
All right.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love those. Well, I'm gonna go basic.
basic.
Basic. Because again, I agree with you. I think sometimes you don't have to pop them out with color. You can go basic and look great in these. I love this frame for men and for women. As a matter of fact, I think DB's on these looked amazing on her, but they would also look amazing on T-Pain. They're a matte black. They're matte, and I think that's what I love about these frames is this that they're basic. When we say basic black, that's what this is giving.
Can I just say, I like them. I like the matte. I like that it's not too shiny, which
Mhm.
it stands out, but it doesn't overwhelm the look.
No, it
And
doesn't.
I feel that our third icon would love those.
Oh, our third icon.
She would
Okay.
love those. I
She
said
would
she,
love those.
I'm giving it away a little bit, but she would love those.
Okay. Well, let me get where's my mug? Because I gotta get to singing again. Oh
You
shoot.
need your mug to sing. Is it a microphone?
And I gotta wet my whistle. All right.
What's the hint going to be this time? Hopefully not.
Scooby
Roar, roar, roar.
Dooby Doo, where are you? We got so much to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Uh,
Oh,
no,
sorry. I was just getting into it.
okay, maybe the people they know. Can you guess? Can you guess in the comments? Can you guess who that is? I just gave you a clue. Gave
Well,
you a
see, if
clue.
the clue wasn't just me sitting here, I don't even know what other clue we need. That's why I didn't have to give a clue because I am the clue.
Okay, fine then. Here we go. Ding 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 ding. You are definitely the clue. You are
Yeah.
definitely the clue tonight. All right. So, up next we have Velma Dinkley from the
I bet
Scooby
you
Doo.
you did not know her last name was Dinkley. I had to do some
I did
research on
not.
that.
I just call her Velma. Now, I have always loved Velma. I've always loved Velma because when we were watching cartoons back in the day, she was like one of the few cartoon people that actually wore glasses that I can recall, like, off the top of my head. You think glasses, you think smart, nerdy. It's Velma. It's Velma. All
Yes,
day it's Velma. And
but
so,
she
yeah,
had a mini skirt too. So
she did.
Velma
And that sweater
really
that
made
you
me
wait,
see
wait a
that you
minute,
can
that
have both,
sweater.
right? You can have both.
Why are you wearing Velma's sweater?
Now, I just want to point out that that really was just a coincidence because I didn't know who we were picking in terms of icon tonight, but I went to work like this morning. So I don't know if it's just that I naturally gravitate towards dressing like a Velma because she's had such an influence on my life. I don't know, but I do like a short skirt and tall boots too. So, yeah. Yeah, Rocky says I'm like Velma squinting when I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, I
Exactly,
squint when I
exactly.
have them on. It's a habit.
Right.
So
So
yeah,
I guess I'll
I'm all
start.
Velma today with the
You're
with
all Velma today. Where
now
did I put my
I want to point out about Velma that if you look at all three of her looks, her brand is consistency.
Yes.
Consistency. She wears
Yes.
the same sweater and short skirt. She wears the same black glasses. Every iteration of her drawn by a different artist, though, they do something a little bit different with the glasses, but it's always the same. It's always black, square, or
Black square.
slightly rectangular, as she is shown here. But what I get from Velma is the same vibe as a lot of people say, if I have it and it works, I'm sticking with it.
I'm
I'm
sticking
just
with it.
sticking with it because it
Right.
works.
Absolutely. Someone's I think that is that your husband? I married the black Velma. Funny.
Well, you never know. This Velma could be a black Velma too. Maybe she's just a little light skinned. We don't
She
discriminate.
light skinned it. Yeah,
She light
she
skinned
could
it.
be. She
Yes,
could be. She could be.
could be.
All
Yeah.
right. So I guess I got the first look this time.
Okay.
And so when it comes to Velma, this pair is from my personal collection. And although I have this very pair in my curated collection for sale, I absolutely love this pair. So what we're doing is we're not going totally black like Velma did because we have different animators now. So we can
Right.
change up the look and keep the shape. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm changing up the look, keeping the shape.
Okay. Oh, nice. Nice idea. Same shape,
Same
different
shape.
color,
That's
orange
right.
sweater, orange glasses.
Exactly, because Velma was orange, right? So I was, it's a play on the Velma theme.
Okay. Okay, I get it. I like it. I really like it. And I like the thick arm. You wouldn't be
Thick
able to tell
arms.
by what I'm wearing today, but I love a thick arm on the glasses.
I do, and I have rocked these frames with a vintage dress that I need to. I think it's been on my page, but it's a vintage dress throwback to the '70s because I love this style. I went to an exhibit at the DIA where they were looking at 1960s Ghana, and a lot of folks had this shape. It is such a nice vintage shape, but it's they've moved it forward, and I love that, able to rock it. I love where it sits on my brow line. Just classic.
I like that a lot. I like that.
Thank you.
Very good choice. Two
Thank you.
thumbs up for that choice. As the black Velma, I approve that choice.
And I don't even have to put my other glasses back on because these are literally from my personal collection, but you can have them too.
Okay. So you have those in stock then.
I have these in stock.
All right, people, you like them? Roses tomorrow. Come and pick up your pair. My choice for Velma, I thought, Velma, you're consistent, but I imagine that if Velma came to one of our private one-on-one consultations or even a private party, Velma might say, I just want something else just like I have right now. Because I have that with a lot of people say to me, I know what I like and I stick with what I like. But
Right.
sometimes we have to work to just color outside the lines a little bit. We don't have to go wild, but maybe just a little bit more. So my Velma selections were based on what I thought Velma could use if I was trying to convince her to try something new.
Okay.
So my first choice is, again, sticking with the orange theme and the square. I thought Velma might appreciate a
Ooh.
square pair, a little bit of rounded, and a pop of orange. I think the orange might convince her to give these a try. So we're going extreme when we're switching from black to a creamy white, but we're keeping the consistency with the orange and with the shape. So this is my first of my three choices for Velma.
I like that. I think it's a great nod. I love how the color on the sides is just picking up your sweater. Like it's
Yes.
not like, hey, I got to wear orange because I'm wearing orange. It's like it's an accent, and it's going great with that. I love that look. I love the look.
And we could
What
say,
says I think
Velma,
you're
you
ready.
can still wear the sweater. Don't even worry about it, Velma. You can still wear the sweater. We're just saying change the glasses a little bit.
Change the glasses a little
Mhm.
bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So for my second pair for Velma, I think. Oh,
You have so
oh,
much to choose from, so little
I
time.
know what to do here. Okay, so For Velma on this pair, I'm going to go with a square, but I'm going to Velma always stuck with black. And um because she likes the black, I say that we kind of change it up on her a little bit. So this next pair that I'm choosing is a play on the square, a play on the black with just a little something added for good measure.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
I like these for Velma. If I could reimagine Velma, I would give her these because again, it's just something that steps outside of the box, but she's still so Velma could be like Velma in the nighttime. You still she's like, hey, I'm Velma, and then you're like, surprise.
Whoa. From the
Whoa,
office to
right?
the nightclub, Velma.
That's right, Velma. So it's white on the inside. Love these frames all the way through. I guess I could clean them up a little bit here so I can see properly. But love this look for Velma.
Okay,
A square look.
I see what we're doing here is that these choices are really just trying to push Velma out of her comfort zone
That's
just a
right.
little. So you
That's right.
maintain the square and you maintain the black, but just a little bit of brown line. Like just try a little bit of white, Velma. It's okay. No
Okay.
panic, right?
Absolutely. It's
Oh,
okay to try that.
cool. Well, my second of three choices for Velma is also square because I thought, Velma is just a little bit too OCD with it to go all the way round. So, keeping Velma within her comfort zone, I maintained the square, but I decided to go with a little tie dye in this square. It still has some orange, which will go great with her sweater slash my sweater slash our sweater. Um,
Hmm.
but I thought the tie dye was a good fit because, nerd moment. I've read that the Scooby Doo franchise was established in 1969. So tie dye would have been just the flavor at around that time. This would go great with that van that they drove with the
Oh
nice
yeah, they
flowers
did drive that van.
on the
I
side.
like that.
Yeah, so
Again, what you're wearing is pulling the color out of the lenses, and I love that. So got the muted tones. It screams fall.
it's
It's
metal at the
nice.
sides.
Metal up the sides. Nice.
Yeah, so this is
Nice.
second of three for Velma. Let's go,
Okay.
Velma. Let's do it.
Let's do it, Velma. So for my last pair for Velma, I decided I'm like, okay, Velma, enough. You like black glasses. You like the orange sweater. We are going to take all of that, put it in a blender, hit pulse, and pulse it up a little bit. Okay?
So you're
We're gonna
just
give you
pushing
your
Velma,
colors.
right? You're like, enough, Velma, enough.
Yeah, enough, Velma. We're gonna pulse it up. You're gonna get some of your colors that you like, but I'm gonna give you some of the colors that I like. And so this is what I have for my third pick for Velma.
Wow.
Yeah, Velma, we're out there. Velma, we are out here. Okay, we are out here. You see your orange,
Oh my
you
God.
see your black, but we hit the blender on this. We're giving you a little bit more to work with because we want to make that sweater just jump. So
That's Velma on spring break. That's
this
what
is
that
Velma.
is.
She's like, hey. So yes, these are a cat eye. They're a nice. The arms are also acetate, and
Tasha
really nice.
says, Velma the Vixen. Oh yeah.
Sitting meow.
Meow.
Right. So this is Velma, and I like this third look for her.
Still square and still with a little bit of black, but you're like,
That's right.
Velma, this is tough love for Velma. Like, Velma, enough. You're just gonna make something new happen for her.
Absolutely. So
I like
my
that
third
idea.
pick. Thank you.
Okay. Well, my last pair for Velma reimagines Velma as the possibly light-skinned black woman that I believe her to be, the possible intelligent black lady. Right now, they never said she was black, but our connection is so strong that I fully believe somewhere in my soul that Velma, Velma could be, fail the one drop test, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So
Fair enough.
so
She a
for
black
these, yeah, so for this new reimagined conscious black Velma, I say let's keep it square, but we're going to put it there with a
girl.
nice
Ooh.
pair of green square with a little kente detailing
Kente
on the side because
and it's orange
Velma
kente.
orange kente. You see, you caught that. You caught that. So we get to keep the orange. But in this, Velma is saying, when you see me, you may not see that I'm a Black woman, but I am, giving the signal, I'm giving you the signal that it is what it is. This is
Oh yeah,
fight for my roots and culture, Velma.
there you go. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that we've stayed true to the orange. We've given it a little Afrocentricity.
Yes. True to the
We kept it
square.
square,
Mhm.
and we
And we still
basically
have the orange sweater. So,
that's
Velma
right.
can be comforted by the orange wool, but we need to step it out. We're like Scooby Dooby Doo and Revolution too.
All right, there you go.
All right.
So I think we're getting to our close. We have a few minutes, so we need to get on to our last
Last
person.
icon.
That's
Grab that
right.
mug.
Let me grab my mug here. All right.
Yes. Now, I'm very excited about our last icon just because I think, he's a legend. Just an
He's a legend.
absolute legend. And right, and really, I think he was Keija, he was your first pick, but in this case, the first shall be last and the last should be first.
That's
But
right. He was my
he's a
first
legend.
pick.
He needs
He
to
was
be
my
the
first.
headliner of the
He's the
glasses.
headliner for tonight. All
Yes.
right. So, shall I go ahead with my clue?
Yes, I know what you're gonna say.
Shall we say it together?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Did
Did I
I
do
do
that?
that?
That's him. That's right. The
That's
one
easy.
and the only Steve
Steve
Urkel.
Urkel. Yes,
Absolutely. Our neighbor, our nerdy neighbor turned leading man. So we have
absolutely.
Steve Urkel. Look at his look. Always had his glasses, always out here. But what was his name? Stefan?
Stefan Urkel, but he wasn't where
Ooh,
this is Jaleel White as he looks now, and you see he still
still
rocks
rocking his
a pair of
glasses.
glasses, a little bit more maturity, but this will always be classic Steve with
Classic
the
Steve.
red, black, and green, if you will notice.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I absolutely, when I think about a character that had glasses, I thought about Steve Urkel. Definitely needed to have Steve Urkel, and he went, his look was consistent also because he started on
yes,
this show as a kid actor and he matured all the way up and still kept that sense of his glasses until he
yes,
became Stefan. Did he wear
yes.
glasses as Stefan?
No, he did not wear glasses as Stefan. And this was a point of contention among the nerdy glasses wearing community of which many of us were a part because you know, a man can, be sexy, he can mature and still wear his glasses. So I felt that there was a bit of a loss in that they kind of made it seem like if you were going to be the hot leading guy, you couldn't continue to wear your glasses. I really appreciated that Steve pursued his love interest relentlessly as Steve. He wore his glasses, he dressed it up, he dressed it down, he wore a suit, he wore a polo, he wore his red, black, and green, but he always kept his glasses. He knew
Absolutely.
that his health, the health of his sight, was every bit a part of him. I appreciated, I respected Steve for that.
Right.
Yes.
So who goes first on this one?
Oh, I think you go first.
No, I did Velma
No,
first.
you did Velma first. Okay, I go first then.
Mhm.
All right. So one thing you'll notice about Steve before he disappears from our view, one thing you'll notice about him is that he really liked those aviators. His
He
look
loved the
was
aviators.
consistency. Just I mean, but not as bad as Velma because he did not wear the same outfit in every show, but it was the same glasses. It was just consistency. So I thought, let me think about Steve maturing, and maybe as Stefan, he would have liked to continue wearing his glasses, but with a more stylish approach. So I have suggestions for Steve.
Okay.
All right. So the first suggestion is Also an aviator, same kind of shape, same kind of
Yes,
detailing, but blue. Matches well with jeans, also with bright colors, thin tortoise detailing on the side. Steve could rock these. I think he would
absolutely.
like
Oh, I like those. Steve would rock those, and they
Steve would
pop.
like these. Yeah, they just have a pop. Not too much, so not to like shock the world, Steve, but just a variation on a look that he has already honed to perfection. So yes, this is my first of three for Steve Urkel.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, I'm also sticking with the aviator look for Steve, but I'm elevating it a little bit. Not as thin for him, but I think that Steve at 55 would want a more mature look. So I'm going with these aviators for Steve.
Mm,
So they're a
nice.
tortoise, they're round, they're rich. So for melanated skin, these frames are great because they just jump out at you. And so I would go with these for Steve.
They're
And they
almost
got a
the
Steve
same.
head.
They're almost the same, but they're richer. They're more
They're
mature
richer.
looking.
They're more mature. So this is Steve Urkel in his 40s.
Okay. Well, I'm cognizant of the time, so maybe I will just do one more for Steve. And I too have a choice for Steve reimagined as a 50 something year old man. What would he wear? And I chose these, which are aviators, but without the cut. So they're aviator inspired. These are a
Okay.
light gray with a thick arm, very comfortable, very lightweight. We had these in the black, but they sold out. But the gray is still available, and I like these two because they're very hip hop. They strike me as being very hip hop.
I like that. I like that. So my last look for Steve is, Steve decides that he's going to study with he's going to become conscious. Steve gets conscious. He's like,
Oh,
he's
Steve
just
went
not
to
out here being.
university. That's what happened. He
Yeah,
joined the Students Association.
yeah, but he also got with the Black Students Association and
Yeah.
decided that he's just gonna figure things out. And he had a hero, and so I'm going with. Uh-oh, I gotta get these together here. Pardon me as I do this. All right, I'm going with a more neutral color for him, but I'm going with an homage to somebody I think he would be studying. So these are
Ha.
Steve Reimagined. So they are I think they give a nod to Malcolm X,
Yes, they do.
but they also are they've got a neutral tone on the bottom and it's giving that ridge across the top. So I like these for Steve Reimagined.
Yes. Steve at university, you know, staking his claim in the Black Students Association. He would wear those, I
Absolutely.
think.
So those are my Steve pieces. And that's been fun. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes, this was a great show. I can't wait to see who are going to be our icons for the next show.
I know I can't wait to know what we're going to even talk about for the next show. I'm excited. And let me just put some reminders up here before we leave. Tomorrow I will be at Rosa Cafe, Coffee, Tea, Frames, and Me, anywhere from 2 to 5 every Wednesday in January. You can see me there. I'll have all my curated collection. You can check out the frames, you can try them on, you can buy them. That's what they're there for. And we don't keep our stock for long. So once it's gone, that's it, sadly. So see me there tomorrow. And then we'll have Sunday tea in Toronto with
Yes,
Nicole.
our shopping and social on Sunday, the 21st of January, 2024. It's from 2:30 to 5 p.m. It's going to be cups and glasses, as well as a few other vendors who will be showing us pretty things, as well as tea and pastries and social, and just a good time, just laughing and bonding with people. You know, winter is here, but before we get ourselves all locked down, it's great to just come out and be around some other people. So remember, tickets are only $10 so that you can have something to eat and something to drink when you come, hot drink and snacks. You can get your tickets at cupsandglasses.ca. Also, if you're coming to this event, feel free to bring your prescription with you, or you can also send it to us by email. You will find our email address at cupsandglasses.ca, and we can give you a price and set you up nice if you want to get your prescription filled at Sunday Tea.
Absolutely. So it was a joy always seeing you, and I can't wait till our next show. I'm going to go through and comment on the comments because it's really hard for me to do both folks at the same time. But thank you all for tuning in with us, because this is fun and it's our passion. Wearing glasses doesn't have to be a tedious thing. It can be fun too. So I hope you got that out of today's podcast show. Look forward to seeing you next time. And any last parting words?
Yes, I know that you may have seen some frames tonight that you love. Don't worry, we're going to be posting pictures of everything that we had tonight on the gram. Well, everything that we have that's available. If it's not for sale, then we can't give it to you, right? You can't quite buy them right off the face. But yes, we will feature the available frames that you saw tonight in the podcast so that you can hit us up if you want to get something or you want us to hold something for you. Let us know.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night. Again, Happy New Year, 2024, man.
Woo!
The vision is clear. Get your vision together, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Happy New Year.